Before you send that next message or replay the past again, hear this. What you do next decides everything. If you're watching this, chances are you're carrying that heavy feeling of losing someone important. Maybe it hit you out of nowhere, or maybe it slowly slipped away until you couldn't ignore it anymore. Either way, it leaves you confused, hurt, and searching for answers. Today, I'm going to show you how to bring her back, not through chasing, not through pleading, but by changing how you think, act, and live. Because this isn't really about fixing the relationship. It's about rebuilding you. And here's the twist. When you transform yourself, everything else begins to shift too. So let's get into it. First, understand this clearly. There's a big difference between being open and being desperate. A lot of men blur this line when they feel like they're losing someone. They text too often, call too much, apologize over and over. It feels like effort, but it comes across as pressure. Now ask yourself, if you were in her place, would that pull you closer or push you away? Being honest about your feelings is powerful. Saying you care, expressing emotion, that's real strength. But when that turns into constant chasing, it stops being attractive. Honesty attracts, desperation repels. There's a balance here. Speak your truth, but don't abandon your self-respect in the process. Next, let's talk about something most people misunderstand. Control versus boundaries. You can't control someone's feelings. You can't force them to stay, but what you can control is how you show up. When you're always available, always adjusting, always putting her first, you slowly lose yourself. And when that happens, respect starts fading. But when you define your limits, when you stand firm in who you are, something changes. She begins to see that you value yourself. And when you value yourself, others naturally start doing the same. Boundaries don't mean being cold or distant. They mean knowing where you stand and refusing to be treated any less than you deserve. Now here's where things get deeper, your mindset. Are you operating from fear or from confidence? Most people fall into what's called a scarcity mindset. They think, if I lose her, I lose everything. And that belief creates anxiety, overthinking, and emotional dependence. But there's another way to think. An abundance mindset. It means understanding your worth, knowing that your life has value beyond one person, and realizing that whether she stays or leaves, you'll still be okay. Isn't that a completely different energy? When you shift into that mindset, you stop chasing out of fear. Instead, you choose from a place of strength. You don't chase what you know you deserve. And that's incredibly attractive, not because you're pretending, but because you truly believe it. Now let's address what's probably happening in your head right now. You can't stop thinking about her. Every memory, every message, every moment keeps looping in your mind. But here's the reality. You're not attached to who she is today. You're attached to the idea you built around her. And that's why it feels so intense. Overthinking won't give you answers. It only pulls you deeper into confusion. So instead of asking what went wrong, start asking what's next for me. Redirect that energy. Build new routines. Focus on things that grow you. Create a life that doesn't revolve around her presence. Because the moment you do that, something powerful happens. You break the cycle. And finally, this is where everything comes together. Rebuilding yourself. Getting her back doesn't start with her reaction. It starts with your transformation. You don't need to become someone else. You need to reconnect with the strongest version of yourself. Focus on your body, your goals, your purpose. Spend time with people who bring out your best. Heartbeat rising. Don't treat these as distractions. Let them shape who you are becoming. Because when you do this consistently, the dynamic shifts. You're no longer the one chasing validation. You become the one others notice, respect, admire. And here's the interesting part. When you stop focusing on her, she starts noticing you again. Not because you're playing games, but because you've genuinely grown. So can you get her back? Yes, but that's not even the real win. The real win is who you become in the process. Because whether she returns or not, you'll walk away stronger, clearer, and more confident than before. And that's something no one can take from you. If this message resonated with you, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Learnify for more content that helps you level up your mindset and your life. Now tell me, are you ready to focus on yourself again?